Robert Norman is suing his nephew for $2,600, the remaining balance of a car loan.
I wanted my money.
Thomas Norman says he was repaying on time until his uncle disconnected his internet and phone service without permission.
I told him I couldn't pay him until I get my clientele back.
The two haven't spoken in 4 months.
He lived his life, I live mine.
If he don't want nothing to do with me, I damn sure don't want nothing to do with him.
They've turned to Judge Maz to settle the dispute.
How did he end up in your house?
The first time he came here, I didn't charge him no rent. You're lying. This man didn't even ask me. He surprised me. He surprised me when he came up here. He had a car full of clothes, 99 pair of sneakers.
130 pairs.
100 what?
30.
Is that true?
Yeah, I have a shoe fanatic.
You have a foot fetish? So now, Thomas, not that it has anything to do with the case, but what's up with that?
For shoes?
Yeah.
You know, he's a freak.
I mean, like those.
He's a freak for shoes, for sneakers. He's a freak for sneakers.
May I touch them?
They knew.
See what I'm talking about?
Shut
He's a
up.
freak for sneakers.
So those are like $1.50, man.
Those are nice.
And my sister bought me these for my birthday.
This has gone way too long for me. So now, I have to ask you a very serious question. Why do you lend him the money? I mean, it's the $1 million question.
It's not the money I brought him here. The pressure of how he talked to me on the telephone.
Disrespectful?
Disrespectful.
Because I think he thinks you're disrespectful.
Well,
I did that when he did that. When he was,
he called me on the phone.
What's with the cross on the neck, man?
Oh, no, one of my,
So
one of
you
my,
church-going, God-fearing? Look at me. Look at
one
me.
of my patients, one of my consumers.
But
gave
you're
me
wearing
this.
it. You're wearing it proud.
Yeah.
Right, so what about turning the old cheek, the other cheek?
He made me mad, and he know it.
I made him mad.
Yes, you know you did.
Do you think you made me mad by walking out and won't pay me $3,600?
It wasn't that much. You know I paid you all, but I didn't.
Okay,
I didn't owe you that.
$2,600. Do you think you made me mad?
I was paying you till you did what
You
you
want
did.
to ask him one question?
Yes.
How many people in your family lent you $3,600?
None of them.
All right there. Well, yes, don't say none of them.
Just you gave me that money, but I was
I
paying
didn't
you back.
give you that money. I lent you that money, and you wrote it that you gonna pay me back.
And I was
But
paying
how
you till
often
you
do you
did
pay
what
me
you
back?
did. I paid you every 2 weeks, Uncle, till you did
I
what you did.
don't care what I did, but that don't give you no reason
And
not
you
to
know
pay
what I
me.
did, and I told you I
don't
couldn't
pay-
until
you
I
paid
say,
me
well, I say, since you did that, you're gonna have to wait on your money.
He paid me 200, 200, 200, and I ain't paid me no more. I ain't see another payment from this man.
How many payments did you make? How much, in your opinion, do you owe him?
I don't think I owe him 26. Like I told myself, I think I owe you about 2,000. If I owed him 2,000.
But this man can lie to you. I don't have to lie.
Next, Judge Maz teaches Thomas a lesson he'll never forget.
See, the funny thing about you, Thomas, you always look down. You can't look at your own uncle. You can't even look at me.
Robert Norman is suing his nephew for $2,600, money that he loaned Thomas so he could get a new car. Thomas says he's been repaying the loan, and his uncle is just being difficult.
He tried to raise a grown person, so you can't do that again. I'm already grown.
I said, why don't you pay your uncle?
I was gonna pay him when I had got upset, when I got over it. I was gonna pay him, and he knew I was gonna pay him.
Every time I called him to ask him, you know what he tells me? I'm sorry, I'm not able to speak to you now. I'll be able to speak. He could have talked to me.
I ain't had nothing
When
to
I
say
called
to
him on the phone.
Because he was nasty, me and me.
He could have talked to me. Get that nasty out your mouth.
Because you
Because
are.
you're lying.
You are.
You shouldn't lie, boy.
Whatever, and you know it.
I know whatever.
Yes,
I
you nasty.
I can handle that whatever. But just say it tell a
Whatever.
bold-faced lie like
Well,
that.
I am telling the truth, and you know it. Normally he be cussing. Like a little bobblehead. Oh, bitch.
Yeah.
What's the cussing?
How'd that go?
Oh, bitch. Oh, he be saying, oh, fat mother.
Oh,
I never
you
did
call
that.
him that?
Even when he
You're
was
not telling me you never cuss.
I curse.
Don't put your hand down.
You been watching
Put your
that,
hand
like
down.
what I'm
'Cause
saying.
God will strike you dead right
Will
here.
God-
God forbid.
will
Don't
God-
do that. Because
will
we
God
know.
strike
I
you.
already know you
I
curse.
never in
Like
my
a
life.
drunken sailor.
I never in my life to come
Oh,
in the house.
God.
This man lied so much about. I swear.
I wish I would have kept those messages so you could have heard
Message?
it. That you left on my phone.
I still don't understand why you don't pay your uncle.
I do. I paid him when he turned my service off. I had stopped paying. I stopped paying him June the 9th.
But that ain't right.
I know it.
You owe
but
money,
he had
so
made
pay
me
the
mad.
money. Pay him right now. Pay the
I ain't got no
man.
money right now.
Go sell some of those shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the funny thing about you, Thomas, you know, fun is fun and serious is serious, but you always look down.
I always look down.
That's indicative of someone that's lying. And looking down like you are someone lying through their teeth.
Nah.
You can't look at your own uncle. You can't even look at me. What do you have to say about all this?
I'm gonna pay.
Stand up straight.
No. I can't stand up straight.
What do you have to say about all of this?
It's nothing.
Listen, because you know what? That's blood, man. Blood is thicker than water where I come from. You signed a promissory note, you should have just wrote it in crayon, because you're not a man of your word. You got 200 pairs of shoes. That's like crazy. You went to Georgia, right? You took care of you. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rule in favor of you, the plaintiff, Mr. Norman, for the full amount of $2,600. You get your act together. That's my ruling, that's it. Stiffing your buddy is one thing, but stiffing your 77-year-old uncle? That's low. Mr. Norman obviously knew his nephew better than he thought. That's why he protected himself with a promissory note. But you gotta wonder though, why put yourself in that position in the first place? Family is family, but a mooch is always a mooch.